I think I'll be okay. But man, it flooded quick. This was nothing. And now it's flooded, so I don't know. Alright guys, the storm's coming. It's already lightning. Rain's starting to hit. So I just was getting the tent set up and I just need to get some more stuff out of the truck real quick. But it's a wreck. But I just threw everything in the tent, so we'll see how this lasts, or how the tent holds up. Guys, this storm is getting wild. I mean, it just struck lightning right there. I saw it. And you can hear the thunder and stuff, so I don't know. I hope I don't regret not just going in town, getting a hotel or something. But I really wanted to try this out, but it looks like the stove's leaking, which of course I expected, but I don't know. We'll see. Look at the stove. So of course it's leaking through right here, and then already getting down here. So I gotta figure something out, just temporary, to block that for now, because this is the beginning, and it's gonna get bad. It's supposed to hit here any second now, like to the max, and it ain't stopping until tomorrow morning, and it's supposed to wake up tomorrow with snow, so I don't know what I'm doing, people. This may just be a huge regret, but I got everything in here, just stuff everywhere, and I just started grabbing it and throwing it in before the rain hit, so I'm going to try to organize it a little bit and just ride the storm out. Man, it is coming down out there pretty good. But I got this fire going in here, trying to get it going. As you can tell, the water, maybe you can't, but water is coming down the pole, and it's drying it all up on here, so that's good. But I can already feel the heat a little bit. I think I'll be fine tonight. But I just hope this storm doesn't get terrible. I mean, I'm sure you can hear it. It's coming down pretty freaking hard. Figured I'd cook up a little dinner. This is a pork chop from Kevin over at Hidden Heights Farm. I went and picked up the stove the other day. He gave me a little goodie bag to bring back. So might as well use the stove, get some dinner out of it, eat a nice hot meal before the storm really kicks in. From the radar I saw, in about 30 minutes, it's going to start kicking in, and it's going to last for like 4 or 5 hours. Pretty crazy. There's tornado warnings all around. So, I don't know. We'll kind of ride this out and see how it goes. If it gets bad enough, I do have my truck packed up, and I can head out and just go somewhere, go to the bunker, whatever it is. But no, and also no, the bunker is not on my property. For some of you guys that have asked why, I just don't live in that. It's not on my property. So, if it does get bad, I can go to it. It's just not mine. It quit raining for a second. I got to run into town. My phone broke. It just doesn't work. But look at this, guys. It is flooded all in here. And look at this. The road washed out. That's crazy. So I just have this little strip to drive on. The road got washed out, and it is just flooding down here. Look at that, guys. Oh, man. That's the only bad thing about being in the hills is everything's got to come down. So I was gonna leave and go try to get a phone because my phone broke. The screen just won't come on. I just don't know if I can get out of here. So I put on some rubber boots and I'm gonna see how deep it is. If it's not too deep, then I'll drive across, but man, I didn't expect this. Hopefully it won't be too deep. So if I can walk across it, I'll drive across it. And unfortunately, these boots have a hole in it, but it's already coming up to the top of my boots. So I think I'll be okay, but man, it flooded quick. This was nothing, and now it's flooded, so I don't know. I think I'd be all right, but I don't think it gets a whole lot deeper. Let me see, because I'd have to run into town and get back before this floods me out of here. So still trying to learn it. The river back there where it crossed the road is pretty crazy. I think I'll be all right if I just drive slow. So I don't think it dips down or anything right here. I did not expect this. So learning real quick that it floods very easily around here. So I'm gonna stock up on a bunch of canned food and have that always. All right, so let's try this. Pretty much in a lake. Look at that. Driving through a lake. You start learning real quick. This ain't a place you mess around with. It floods quick. You gotta have your food, your water, and be very grateful that I'm in a truck, but made it through, guys. So hopefully I'll be all right when I come back. I think I will, if I could beat the second wave of rain. But if it's pouring down, I may be sleeping in my truck out here. So again, we'll just see how it goes. So unfortunately, the tent is leaking a little bit. You can't really tell too much here, but it's wet. And I got my sleeping bag kind of wet. You'd see that a little bit. It's leaking from these seams right here. So you can tell right here. See it dripping. Kind of doing that around the whole thing. So it's a little bit of a bummer, but at least I'm dry. It's just in the outside. From what I heard is it takes a while for the canvas to really get where it's watertight all the way. So I can't really complain. I'm just very fortunate that I was able to make it back. It was flooded, and I got back after an awesome live chat with you guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. That was just unreal. And I think it's supposed to snow in the morning, so we'll find out when I wake up. Coyotes. It's pretty late at night and the coyotes are right outside my tent. That's hot. It's snowing. This is crazy. But in the tent, I think it's like in the 20s outside, and in the tent it's probably 60, 70 degrees, so can't complain. Oh, this is crazy. First snow here in Oklahoma for me. It's still not really, it's more like ice, I guess, but I'm gonna call it snow because I'm excited. But everything's frozen over. I am not going anywhere today. I don't even think I could open my doors. They're pretty frozen. I'd have to get some water and thaw it out, but this is crazy, guys. I mean, this is definitely not anything over the top, but, and yes, I've seen snow and sleet, stuff like that before, but this is my first time in Oklahoma living in a tent in this weather, so it's pretty crazy. It's pretty awesome, but look at this, guys. The tent, it's smoking super good up there. I got a fire going, and this is awesome. This is crazy. I'm just so glad that I had this tent, because this little tent over here, there ain't no way. I had to throw a window over the generator because I was charging some batteries and stuff right now. So I'm just so thankful for this tent and stove, because it literally is a lifesaver. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get out and go look at the little stream down there at the bottom, since all the rain and then it being cold and stuff. So I'm gonna go down there. I did hear the coyotes last night, like you heard earlier, and I think possibly they came up and messed with the live traps that I had, because all the bait is gone and there's marks all around it. Like, check this out. The traps here and most of the bait's gone, but all this right here is cleared out. Like, all the leaves are moved down to the dirt and everything, so something was scratching all in there. And then over here, it could have been raccoons too, but over here you could tell this one's completely cleaned out, but they were scraping all under there and got it all. So there's a very good chance that it was a raccoon, but I'm gonna go down there, kind of check out the creek and see how it is down there, see if any of it's frozen at all, see if it's flowing, see if it's way up. I have no idea what to expect, so let's go check it out. So as you can tell, the water's flowing real good and it's coming down strong. It actually knocked over this tree I just saw right now. Let's see here. There was a big old tree branch. Holy cow, look. So that tree up there broke, and this is the end of it. So it fell all the way down and knocked this part into the water, and over there too. That big old tree up there, fell all the way down, broke, and this part here came off, this part came off, and that part came off. So I'm telling you, when I dodged a bullet with the storm, I did, and it doesn't look like that tree right there is doing too well. It's leaning real bad. So I mean, this could have been terrible. It could have taken out my tent. So I'm very glad and very lucky that nothing bad happened. So if some of you guys remember, this is a little pool area that was here, but there was no running water on that side and none going that way. So I mean, it's flowing pretty good. It's not as crazy as I thought it might have been, but it's still flowing. So I'm gonna go check out the little pool area that I dammed up. I don't have a lot of hope for that thing. I mean, the rain came down crazy last night, so I can only imagine last night how this was flowing. So it's probably not there, but we'll check it out. As you can see, my little pool area is gone. And I said that last time when I was building it, that a big rain probably knocked it out. There's one little wall left. Everything else got pushed down, so it's flowing pretty good to knock out all that rock and stuff. I mean, it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. But from here, you could see the big tree that fell a little better. I mean, that's probably a, I don't know, 30, 40 foot tree that fell and broke and came down here. So again, I'm very, very lucky and very fortunate. But oh, I'm just glad that I came out on this on top. Guys, I figured I'd come down to the river and show you guys what it looked like, and this is not what I expected. Holy cow. If you guys have been following along, and you know it did not look like this. You're gonna see this cliff, and the water went up probably 10-15 feet. Look at this. Look at that cliff. You used to be able to see all the way down, and you can't see it anymore. All that, the water was about to right here. It went all the way up. Look at this. All up in the trees. Look at that. The whole thing. This is insane. From one day of raining, and it's flowing this crazy. That is just insane and scary at the same time. I mean, the river did not look like this. It went up literally 10-15 feet because that cliff over there you used to be able to see under. I'll try to put a clip right now that I have to show what it was and what it is now, and that shows how quickly this could flood. But this is crazy. All right, this is what I had to cross yesterday to get back up here. It was way, way lower than this. It was probably 2.5 feet, maybe, something like that, just to the bottom of my door. This is probably 5-6 feet deep. All of this was dry yesterday, completely dry. And this is insane. It's crazy. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to get out of here. I think I'm stuck. Luckily, I do have food for a week. I have food and water to last me a week. But all of this was bone dry. And I see cars coming from that way. You can kind of get it on the road. That's where I came in yesterday. But then right here is where it dips down. So they're gonna come over here and have to turn around. And it's not gonna be very good. At least they were smart enough to turn around. They didn't even attempt it. They probably know a different way around, so I'm gonna try to find my way around. Now that we kind of saw how everything was around here, it's a wreck, guys. Yes, I do have a big water tote. I got that, Bo hooked me up, so I gotta figure out a way to collect some water. I'll probably get a tarp and do it. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time yesterday, or that thing probably would have been full. And then, of course, this is my firewood that I cut recently. I'm not too worried about it. I got a whole bunch of firewood under here, under the tarp, that's nice and dry. My tools got thrown around. And then, of course, I got some wooden stuff that I was gonna trim up the bottom of the tent with. And then, of course, this is a wreck over here. It was a bunch of stuff that I threw out. I got the generator under there with the window over it to cover it. And I still have a lot of stuff in the tent that I need to try to figure out. And then in the inside of this tent, it's a wreck because right before the rain came, I threw everything in there to have it in case I needed it. So I need to work on that in there to kind of clean it up. I'm gonna try to build some shelves and whatnot, something like that. And then I got over there, but what'd you think of these awesome green icicles? I guess treated wood will make green icicles, so that's pretty cool. It's different, never seen that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day for this vlog. So I survived the flash flood that came, and then tornadoes hit kind of around here. It's what I heard. I don't know for sure, it's just what I heard. And then the ice slash snow, if you want to call it snow. I'm not gonna call it snow, I'm just gonna call it ice. But some people might call it snow. So 3 different types of bad weather within hours. So that was pretty crazy. But yes, I survived. I did all right. Thank God to this tent and wood stove. So it was 20 degrees outside, and I don't know for sure on the inside. I don't have a thermometer in there, but it was probably 60 to 70 degrees with that stove going. So it saved my life, because if I was in this tent, I don't know if I would have made it. I probably would have had to sleep in the truck, and if not, drive in. I even contemplated, if it got bad enough, to go get a hotel room. And I just didn't want to spend the money on that. I wanted to test this out, and it passed the test for sure. It knocked the storm knocked big old trees over, and this stayed here, so pretty awesome. I'm gonna end it on this real quick. I'm gonna show you this icicle that's on the tent. It's just funny to me, and I'm gonna end it on that. But guys, thanks so much for all your support. Again, the live chat was crazy. All your support's been crazy. Just thank you for everything that you guys have done for me. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day cleaning all this up and kind of get it organized. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.